Okay, I restarted the game. Let me see if that will. Please enter the current time. It told me to pick my favorite time, so what I'm gonna enter the birthday of my favorite K-pop star. 11:22. Yeah. 11:22 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Does this have anything to do with the game? Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? No, it's 11:36 right now. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 11:22 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. It's like... there, it's there. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. What is this? The personality quiz? It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Wait, but now I want to try that. Wait, begin the game. Did it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
But I've gotten like those endings, right? Okay, wait, I'm curious about this. I have to boot the game again. Okay. Let's quit to desktop and then play. I'm very curious. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I don't want it to be too dark. Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Aw, cute! Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes 9. Oh, interesting, but there's a couple different 9s. Oh, IX. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing? Scrumtush or occuboinkle? Occuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. You know what time it is right now? Yes. I've got a clock right there. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? What a question. I mean, no, because time is a construct. What is time anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Plenty of stuff. Help. Doki Doki Literature Club? So yes. Will you come back to visit me? Maybe? Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Again?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee.
Is this because I restarted though? I'll be upset if it
Employee
was.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
But it didn't do this to me last time.
Keyboard. Orders came to him. All of his co-workers were gone.
Nothing's
What could it
different?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Still no one was here.
I want to quit to menu one more time. I'm gonna reset because I want to know what that like beginning interaction is where it asked me to help, right? Hang on, one more time. Let me reset. See what happens. Because I feel like the game is just giving me bucket endings. Like, embellished bucket endings. So. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. Not all of them. You like being alone, don't you? Well, I feel attacked. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again. You can find me. Talk soon. Oh, hey. What? The epilogue. Many, many years later. I'm in a desert. There is nothing around me. Let's walk away from the sun this time. Oh. Oh. A chair? Oh, I can't walk into the fire. That's actually a really nice fire effect. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Ah. Look, office chairs. I guess let's walk with the wind. Oh, the moon, how pretty. What is happening? Walk into the sunset. Sunrise? Sunset? We don't know. Oh. Is this the memory thing? Yeah. Stanley Parable 2. Am I still Stanley, though? What happened to the narrator? Cookie9's blog review The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel, where the game for Where the first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 was dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A warm reprieve from blank. Okay. Cat dog born? Uh-oh. I made them too close? Oops. Pusheen is appalled, by the way. Stanley Parable developers. These are the buttons.
Jim.
No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Get on the green. Snip Sweemy. When the Stanley Parable launched a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Okay. More gym buttons. These are the collectibles. So many. I'm gonna collect them all. Why 26? Whoa, this is the weirdest perspective. I like how glowy they are. What? Oh! Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Are you the narrator? The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. No, you're not the narrator. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Ooh. Race to the octopus bomb. Oh no. And an octopus. I like Danger of Octopus. Done. The Stanley Parable 3. Danger of Octopus. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Don't do it. I understand. Sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Interesting. Okay, wait. Should I try that again? What if I do it again and click yes? Okay. Oh, hello. You're back. It's good to see you again. Did you reconsider my idea of inventing new silly subtitles for sequels? Like the Stanley Parable 3 nonsense chemicals? Would you like to start doing it now? Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. It almost is. It's real close. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. You're now playing the Stanley Parable 3 Danger of Octopus. Wait, why is there a car? Okay. And it'll just be the same game.
This
Okay.
all of his co-workers were gone.
And if I quit menu. Oh, I'm gonna start the game one more time. And see if I can really just do this forever. It is for part 5. Poison. Scorpion. Saturday Night Scorpion. Stanley versus Scorpion. Yeah. Wait, this is awesome. That's so creepy though, because those look like eyes. Instead of just like rain. And it'll just keep doing it forever. That's so funny. I like this little, okay, that's fun. But I don't think there's anything else left in the game to do other than funny bucket commentary. So I think with this, I'm gonna leave Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, aka the Stanley Parable 4 Stanley versus Scorpion here. Unless, like, I don't know, leave it down in the comments below if there's like something really cool or something that I'm missing that would require more playthrough. Let me know if I'm missing anything. But otherwise, I think that'll do it for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It was definitely very different than the first one, because the first one was like all about the whole choice thing, but then this got very much into like the meta kind of narrative of it all, of it being aware of like it being another game and like it not being new content but also being new content, you know. So it was very interesting. It's definitely a different spin. I still really enjoyed it. I think they did a good job with it. But I kind of wish that there was a little bit more of like an ending other than this epilogue. So maybe if I'm missing that, maybe that would be like the only thing. But I guess the Stanley Parable didn't really have an ending either. It was just like when you felt you explored enough, you know. So, but yeah. So it's fun. Go try the game out for yourself and see if you can get all of the endings. If you haven't seen like playthrough of the original Stanley Parable, that is also on my channel. I will link it in the corner and in the description below. Go check that out too. But thank you everybody so much for watching. That is not my outro, that's Markiplier's outro. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, oh god, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!